Alright you guys, so I know this is a night video, so it's not going to be too special. But I want to do you guys a big favor. For those of you who are a little bit nervous and scared of driving up and down the mountain, we're going to drive through Big Bear, and there's a big part of this storm that's actually looking like it's about to enter Big Bear over by the dam in a couple minutes here, and we're going to head that way. I'm going to head all the way, I'm going to drive as far down the mountain as I can for you guys so you guys can see where the snow starts and stuff like that. Because you know what, I need to get the heck out of here anyway. I just want to get out of here. Just for a minute. Just for a minute, yeah? Just for a minute, yeah? That's what we got to do, yeah? Alright, so yeah. Now watch, they won't let me come back up because I don't have chains or something. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy. Alright. Yeah, we got about 5 inches right here, maybe 6. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna take this. We're just going to go all the way, as I said, oh my gosh, all the way down the mountain. Oh my gosh, all that's falling right in the car. Yeah, as far as it'll take us, or at least down to where, you know, we get past the snow line. But I have a feeling it's going to be pretty low. But I just want you guys to see what it's like, because I have an Aunt Derry. She's terrified to drive these mountain roads. And when I was a kid coming up here as a passenger in my mom's car, I'd get scared because, you know, if you know, there's big cliffs right there. But you just got to remember, it's a normal road. It's a normal size road. It's actually a state highway. Here we go. Chances of dying on impact are much greater, so you know, like, that's a good thing. I'm joking. That is not a good thing. Man, I was about to be really upset. I thought I forgot my darn phone. That is my lifeline, folks. But yeah, so let me actually get up on the phone right now and show you guys what the weather update is. And I'll show you what I was talking about over by the dam. That's where we're headed. We're going to go through Onyx Summit, or sorry, Little Arctic Circle. We're going to go through down by Snow Valley Ski Resort. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. It was just right there. I swear I saw a bunch of snow. There we go. So, I don't know if you guys can see that, but Big Bear Lake's right in the middle there with that blue dot. And to the left is where the storm's coming in from. I'll hit rewind or on past so you can see the direction the storm's coming in. So we're going to be going over here into this area right over here, and we're going to get plenty of snow. I'm thinking. Looks that way, right? So I suggest you take Highway 30. Well, it could change rapidly, but right now there's Onyx Summit had a couple of little snow showers at the moment, but there was really, it was clear skies over there. Crazy. these guys are skateboarding in the snow and ice. That is awesome, dude. Yes. That's dedication. Oh, look at this guy. Hey, slow down, turbo, buddy. Plow guys drive like crazy. I guess once you live here for a while, you just naturally start driving a little bit nuttier than most would up here. But oh, look at this guy! And look, guys, the further we go this way, the more snow we are getting. Thanks, brother. He's letting me by, right? I don't want to be rude because he's actually someone contributing to our society here. Let me give him the old flashers here. There you go. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's starting to come down. So when we get out past Snow Valley Ski Resort, that's when you start hitting more of the northwest facing slopes. And those, if those were the elevation we're at here, my gosh, man. Like if like Crestline, you guys, if Crestline wasn't just at like 4,000 feet or a touch less, maybe they'd be, oh my gosh, if they were at our elevation up here, they would get so much snow. It's just crazy. Oh, this poor guy. I'm glad he got out. I was so glad he got out of there. Oh, it's just a street. You know, why don't we play a little cruising music or something? Up a little bit so I can turn on the brights. Alright, brights we are. Here we go. Our groomers did a great job. I mean, it didn't get that much snow, but I appreciate them. Our plow specialists. Get a snack at a liquor store or something. I really like doing this for you guys because I know it helps keep you safe. And that just, like, I don't know why that's such a good feeling to know that, like, I can impact someone's life like that. As dumb as that sounds, as stupid as it is. Continued snowfall of our first snowstorm of the year. Period. It's so beautiful out there. Be safe, everybody. It's November 7th, 2020. We don't get caught up in something out here. But I'd rather it be me than you guys. So you guys, you know, because it's much more impactful when it happens to you guys, because you guys are taking time off of work and spending money to come up here and sacrificing money by not going to work, unless you're lucky enough to get paid vacation, and then you end up using paid vacation and you end up miserable. As I tell you guys every season since I worked at Bear, at orientation, one of the biggest critical things they pointed out was that less than 15% of tourists who come up here ever come back. That blew my mind. I thought it'd be more than 50% because I love skiing, and I've loved skiing since I was little. And so I was just blown away. That just didn't make sense. I thought there was a typo, but it's the truth. And for all the reasons that I found this town to be, you know, a little bit of a bummer in terms of the way they're usurious and how they charge people, and just the extra fees and stuff when it's snowing and this and that. Like it's all that stuff. Like yeah, look, it's capitalism, and I understand no one's forcing you guys to pay or to stay here, but you know, it's just not fair. I just wish everyone could just, you know, get the same prices during our biggest snowstorm as they would, you know, during summertime. But I understand supply and demand and all that. But yeah, so less than 15% of people ever come back here. I found that to be quite amazing. But the reason why this town always stays full is because just at the bottom of the mountain between Los Angeles County and Ventura County and Orange County, San Bernardino County, San Diego County, and Riverside County, you're talking like 30 million people or 40 million, something like that. And a lot of them come up here. This is one of the biggest tourist spots in the country. Tourism spots in the country. It's a tourism mecca. So I'm going to dim these lights a little bit, and we're just going to cruise. We're just going to enjoy the night drive sound of my ridiculous ridiculously loud, no muffler. I will try to shut up, but I want to point out as we get closer to the dam, and then once we like break through the threshold of those, I don't know, it's a little valley in between the two mountains right by the dam. You get some pretty good wind gusts and really good snowfall right there. Because the storms like funnel through right there. Portions of them, obviously. Alright, let's brighten this thing up outside. So yeah, we'll go down Highway 330 as far as we can until there's no snow. That might be almost all the way down. Nah. Look at all these people. Look at all these people driving. Look at how windy it's getting right here. So this is that opening I was talking about. This is a small little part that just gets blasted with wind and stormage right here, just because of its little narrow location. The winds funnel through this canyon area and it just picks up an exorbitant amount of speed right there. Look at how cool that looks on the ground right there. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Whoa, whoa. This is staying right there. Whoops. I need to remember there's snow and ice on this road. Don't forget, Nick. Please don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't you forget. You know what? If we go 3/4 of the way down, I'm just going to go all the way down because I'm going to get some in and out then. Watch them make me put chains on when I'm driving back up. I'll be so mad. I'll just blow right by them. Just kidding. I would never do that. I would never do that. As far as you know. As far as you know, it's time to go. Okay, buddy, come on. We got 2 lanes here on our side, but you can't see. You know what? I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to drive the way that you guys, I hope, are driving up here. Maybe not quite as fast, but no need for me to be passing. Alright, so a big piece of advice. Right now, you can tell that my left tire is kind of driving in the very middle. That's actually throwing my car off right now. And I'm not gripping well. I'm not tracking well. So basically, when it's slushy like this, your best bet is just to go in the tire tracks of the car in front of you. But when it's really like cold outside and it's fresh snow, going in the tire tracks of the car in front of you, it might not be the best idea because it's crushing snow down on top of an already frozen surface, and it's just making it a harder piece of ice. So it's kind of weird how in certain conditions you want to follow people in their tire tracks, and then in other conditions in similar type of weather you don't want to follow them in their tire tracks because it's a lot more slick. It's just weird. If we go down this way, then we'll take Highway 38 back up. How about that, you guys? You know what? I think that's just what we're gonna do. I don't think this darn camera is gonna last this whole drive down. That's unfortunate. Or the battery. And I only brought one more battery, so that's definitely not gonna work for all of Highway 30. You know what? I wonder if Highway 38 is making us have chains. Let me see. If they're not, let's see. I do have a dash cam that's always on because it's plugged in, so it's always on. I could add like the extra video from that, but I'd rather just see how far we can go. And if this battery doesn't last that far, then we'll just or maybe it'll last down to where the snow ends. And then I can start it on Highway 38 where the snow begins. When snow ends and the snow begins. It's 28 degrees. One thing you'll typically notice in the little Arctic Circle, you guys, because we have these really sheer cliffs to the right of us and then to the left of us, hot air rises, so we're getting a bunch of the hot air that rises up to the left, from the cliffs on the left-hand side. And so typically in the little Arctic Circle, if you ever look at your ambient temperature when you're leaving Big Bear, it'll be like 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees, maybe 10 degrees warmer sometimes. It's really odd. Well, I mean, it's not odd, I just explained why, but it's odd because it's just a small little area. Sounds really good, some Chinese food actually. Oh, yum, yum, yum. In my tum tum tum. Yum, 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 in my tum tum tum. It's so much fun driving in this stuff, you guys. These guys in front of us aren't doing too bad. They're going pretty slow, you know. 20 to 25, but that's okay. That's okay. None of them are doing any sliding or anything. I hope that those of you who are a little bit nervous are taking notice to that these guys are not doing much sliding. Now in this little bit deeper snow that I'm going to cross right here, it's going to kind of grab my tire a bit. So yeah, now I'm just going to follow in the tire tracks of the guy in front of us, and we're good. Okay, he's pulled off to the side. I hope he's okay. I can be quiet long enough, like this would be kind of like a cool white noise sound to drive to, or to drive to, so you can fall asleep. To sleep to. I like to use like airplane sounds for sleep. It works so well for me. I don't know why. I can sleep on airplanes so well. Maybe because I just feel so comfortable on them. I don't know why. I flew to Italy. Well, I've been there numerous times, but my first time I flew by myself at 5 years old. One of my parents and some siblings went ahead of me, and then another parent couldn't, like I couldn't go at a certain time because of something, so I ended up being sent. Obviously they were at the airport, but it was cool. I remember the guy who I sat next to and watching me. So, but you know, I'll shut up. Yesterday, and I've got a quarter tank just driving in Big Bear, you guys. Can you believe that? That's what happens though. And since gas has been such a good price, I've been putting 91 in this car, because even though it was a lease, I decided that I'm buying it out. That's why I did all the upgrades and stuff like that. I'm just gonna keep it. I was gonna, because there's only 1 year left, just pay off the lease early if I can do it, and then just get a brand new car and then buy that one. But I decided, you know what, it'll be the same thing. After a year or two with that one, I'll want to trade it in and get a brand new one, and then, you know, own it. You know, just to get a 2 year more fresh start. Out to the left, it just looks like you're looking into an abyss. And I've said that twice in like 2 videos. Not about the same location, but because it's so dark and cloudy and snowy out there, and it's just a sheer cliff right there. Yeah, that's pretty ominous. A little sketchy. So darn slow, I really don't think this camera's going to last. The battery, and I don't want to touch the screen to see how much battery power we have left, because that lights up the screen, and that'll take up a significant amount of battery power, believe it or not. Say or turn on my sirens, but I wouldn't do that. I don't have like lights. I would never go that far. It's just for the off-roading part, and just, you know, just adds a little spice, I guess. Just something else to say about me. He just has sirens on his car and stuff, dude. Like who does he think he is? Arctic Circle. Now we're dropping down into what I call Upper Running Springs, which is where Snow Valley Ski Resort is. Running Springs Heights. Yeah, guys, see, this is something people wouldn't just do for fun. Just drive down the mountain in a snowstorm. But I'm doing it for fun and to try to keep you guys safe, and I'll try to keep on shoving. Woo! 2 seconds. You know what? I don't even think I'm going to attempt to pass any of these people down here when we have the passing lane. And I know you guys are like, geez, man, what's wrong with him? Is he okay? He's actually not going to drive like crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I'm just joking when I say stuff like that. Sometimes it might appear that I'm a little bit aggressive, but I'm not gonna put people's lives in jeopardy. I assure you. My own, different story. But I definitely don't want anything to happen to me. So. And they got a good amount of snow over here. It looks like they got like 6 to 8 inches from that turnout. Look at how deep those tire tracks are in the turnout. It's crazy. 28 degrees right here. Now watch, when we drop into Snow Valley, in that part of the bowl, they get a bunch of cold air that drops in there. So it's 28 right now. Let's see how cold it gets by the time we get past the second entrance of Snow Valley, which is just right here. It's 28 right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're good. But maybe with all the cloud cover, it might not be as dramatic. But you can get like a 6-7 degree temperature drop just from back there to right up here. I'll show you. At Snow Valley can get a lot of snow. They can get even more snow sometimes than we do up there in Big Bear, just because of the direction they're facing. They get a lot of orographic lift, because a lot of the storms just slam right into them, and then they come to us after they hit like Crest Line and then Running Springs, then up here. Okay, it's still 28 degrees, so I'm sure the cloud cover is having an effect. It's not allowing the warmth to escape and allow the cold to settle in. Got a winch. Still 28 degrees and holding. Ride back, we'll be able to have the brights on, I'm sure. This is ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Watch the road there. That's just ridiculous. I appreciate all of you. One second. tell you again. Over here to the left is a sledding park. So if you don't want to go skiing or anything, and we just passed a ski resort called Snow Valley on the left. But right here to the left, just past it, is this little sledding little park, sledding park, and they are not doing any snowmaking at the moment, but the hills are completely covered. Last time I like, or cognitively recall the last time I drove on this part of Highway 18 with the snowstorm. It was probably last season, but I just don't remember. And now, like, looking at the road, it's kind of looking like it's just really light gray, you know, asphalt. It's really snow and ice. We're just going to slow down so we can keep the lights on for a minute. Forget it. I wish we had a Del Taco up here, man. Taco Bell closed a few weeks ago. I've been so bummed. You guys saw that big snow ball in the road, right? So that was probably a chunk that fell off of someone's car. Looks kind of like a rock, but you can tell that it's, well, most of the time you can tell. So just try to avoid those, because sometimes like that actually could be a rock from one of the rock slides. And yeah, and it looks like snow, and then you'll run into it, and like your car will do like a somersault. So just be careful. Just trying to help you guys out a little bit, give you a little extra advice. Oh man, what's going on here? Oh, come on. Oh, it's a pile up. I hope these guys don't like end up kicking each other's asses. That was like 3 or 4 nice all-wheel, 4-wheel drive trucks. I don't know what was going on there. That was kind of weird. So if we see a chain checkpoint, I'm just going to turn around and head back up before we get to it. But I think we're good. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I love it. It just makes it really, well, you know, brightens everything up, gives it a better perspective. But I love it. That's what I love about it. brights. Tracks because there's a couple little piles of snow. They aren't bad, but they'll still do enough to yank me from one side to the other. Gosh, all these cars' lights are so clear because, you know, this moisture that we got just totally cleaned out the air. It's just so clear, so crisp, clean, so crisp, it's so clean. Drive like me, I drive so clean. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna start hitting a bunch of fog probably as well. It's gonna be kind of fun driving down. If we make it that far. So once we get through Running Springs and start heading down on the left-hand side on Highway 330, I don't know why, but I always find it kind of fun to watch the snow line. Watch for the snow line. From where it changes from rain to snow, where you don't see any snow left at all on the roads or on the sides at all. That's what I used to look forward to driving up here, or when my mom would drive me up here as a youngster. And when you're younger, it feels like it's so much longer of a drive, and so like I get really nervous because we'd be driving forever and we wouldn't hit any snow. But then all of a sudden, we would start to hit some snow. Just very little bit at a time. Like you'd see like a little patch here, a little patch there, bigger patches, the bigger patches, and big chunks. Oh yeah, and everything was snow. It was always mesmerizing to me. Because at the bottom of the mountain, you could never see this up here, which was so weird to me. Because when you're at the bottom, you can't see in the back of the mountain. Like it was just a cool perspective to have as a kid. Look, that's not a rock. Look. It looks like it. And also when you're driving on the snow, be careful if you have your window down in big trucks, and if it's kind of like a slushy snow out there, just be careful with your windows down, because there's puddles everywhere, and cars driving by you the opposite direction will splash like like a North Shore style wave into your car. You used to be like, ah, wipe out. That wasn't a good impression, but that's the impression that I get. Come on, people. Go. Don't be scared. Anybody getting the new PlayStation 5? I think I'm gonna save up for it and then get it as a gift for myself for my Christmas gift. Driving down the mountain right now, I have to focus. There's snow and ice everywhere. So the snow is going to start to disappear once we hit Highway 330 pretty rapidly. Pretty rapidly. Pretty rapid. We are almost to that point. We just got to get to the little tiny downtown area of Running Springs. This video is not even going to be uploaded until like tomorrow morning. Look at how foggy it's getting. Man. Boy, did I pick the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. For those of you who just got concerned, like, oh my gosh, he's got a problem. The guy sniffs glue. As long as it's Elmer's, though. I'm just kidding. That's a funny line, one of many in the movie Airplane. I love slapstick comedies like that, especially the old ones like that. For instance, like when they say the SHI is going to hit the fan. Then a little clip pops up of it actually flying against the fan and just splattering the room. Like that kind of stuff. It's hilarious. I guess you have to have, you know, you have to have a big personality to really love those movies. There's been no one behind me this whole drive until now. And off to the left, you guys, which you can't see, is a cliff and usually a beautiful view from 6,000 feet up. Literally one of the most beautiful views on planet Earth. Why the battery's not going to last. But it's better people be safe than sorry. Just keep an eye out for the snow. You already see a lot, or significantly less and less. And then I'll get on my altimeter and let you guys know exactly what altitude the snow is at. How cool is that, man? You know what? In the video, I'll put like snow level. Don't pass, dude. Oh, okay, thank God. Dude, because I know right where we're at. That'd be super dangerous. Like, what is tailgating me gonna get you, buddy? I wish I could drop like a bunch of like pins on the road or something. Like Batmobile, tire puncture. Guarantee you the guy in front of us is white knuckling it big time. I know how he feels. If you don't do this drive often, it's nerve-wracking. I just don't get some people's logic. Like, obviously we're all going 20 miles an hour, but this guy has to be on my butt when there's snow and ice. But you can see the road's getting less and less. And you hear just more wet driving, wet tires. 30 degrees right now. Let me get my altimeter up there just so it's ready. That's a weird autocorrect. I don't even remember what I was supposed to say. Definitely will be. I will be. Thank you. Talk to you later. What are you doing? We're getting really low on snow here. Altimeter. Degrees now. Not that altimeter. This altimeter. There we go. Okay, there's still snow. We're at 5,330 feet. Once we get out of the snow, I'm going to turn off the video just so we can try to save some juice for Highway 38, because that's going to be a longer drive. Degrees. in front of us, I'm actually really impressed with his driving. Temperature's 34. broke through the clouds. We were just up above them, and then we drove into them, and now we just broke through them. Because even once we get completely out of seeing any snow, it probably did snow a little bit lower than that. Just didn't stick. I still see snow. 35 degrees now. We're on Highway 330, you guys. And the city looks incredible. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. To the right. To the right. 36 degrees. So we went from like 27, now we're at 36. I still see a little tiny bit of snow. You know what, I think we're gonna call, no, there's a little bit right there. I'll turn on my brights after this car and see if I see it. Nope. You know what? They'll let me through. They'll let me through. They better let me through. Okay, so I think we're out, finally just out of the snow. So the elevation is 3,970 feet. 3,970. There's no more snow. So once you guys hit 3,970, basically 4,000 feet, then you'll start to touch a little bit of snow. And then the next couple thousand feet up, you get into a lot more snow. But we are out of the snow. Alright guys, I love you guys a lot. I'll talk to you later. We're going to go up Highway 38. Peace out. Okay, so we're driving up, we're on Highway 38. This is the elevation we're at now. And it looks like they have a chain checkpoint right here. I'm going to be so bummed out if they make me turn around. Good excuse to go stay at a hotel, but still, I'm just not down for that. Alright. What's going on, man?
You have chains in the vehicle?
I do, and I'm a resident too.
Good night.
Thank you.
Drive safe.
Thank you, sir. Wow, that was cool, guys. We just got through just like that. And he knew I didn't have chains. That was cool, guys. That's like camaraderie right there. That was cool. But yeah, right at the 4,000 foot mark. How cool is that? That's where we saw the chain control on the other side of the mountain. Very cool. So hopefully we can, since we started so far up here, the video with the new battery, maybe we can make it all the way home on this one battery. I doubt it, but we don't have much traffic to deal with on this side, so hopefully we'll be good. I hope we'll be good. Just real quick though, I decided to go to Arby's and I got a couple beef and cheddars. I haven't had any of those in a while, and I had one before I put the video back on. Because it was, oh man, it was so good. It was so good. Oh, I loved it. driving up and down the mountain for you guys. I wouldn't drive all the way down for Arby's. I've done it for in and out quite a few times. Okay, this guy's gonna end up getting passed. Okay, so we're in the snow already. Look, but we started at 4,000 feet this video, just like we stopped the last one at 4,000 feet. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, it was just below 4,000 feet, like 3,900. Make sure I'm not spilling this everywhere. All right, good. Now you flash them, the courtesy flashers. That was very cool of them. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful drive if we keep the brights on for a while. We're gonna have snow the rest of the way. To the left, you can see the city out there. We're at eye level of the clouds. That is so cool. I would have been so embarrassed if he was like, "Oh, show me the chains," because that's what they used to do. So back in the day, all my older siblings are 10.5+ years older than me, and I have 6 of them. So they were all driving when I was still, you know, in single digits. And when we would come up here, they would have a box of just like chains, just like, you know, like $5 chains that weigh like 20 pounds. Just so if Caltrans asked, they would show them the box. It would be a box of like snow chain box, but not with like the snow chains in them. Other just crappy chains. And it worked every time. But now that I'm thinking about it, those guys probably know what's going on. I'm just waiting one day for them to say, "Oh, you're that a-hole who's driving around so fast." You know what somebody told me a couple years ago, because he worked for the fire department. It wasn't something bad, but like they're saying, yeah, there's like they heard over the radio, there's some guy in a black Mercedes SUV who drives around recording our weather. You might want to check him out, and like kind of giggled and stuff. So like I thought at first they were making fun of me, which they probably were, which is fine. That's cool. I ain't no fireman. I know. I'm nothing close. Bite of my second burger that I almost finished, but I can't. Hang on, guys. How is that possible? For 2 Arby's sandwiches, they give me 1 napkin. How is that even possible? Well, I don't care. He's just gonna make me prettier to be uglier. Why am I turning on? I just turned on my signal, guys. What's wrong with me? Please don't answer that. Alright guys, so we're on Highway 38. Oh man, that was goody. Highway 38 in San Bernardino National Forest. Hey Siri, what's the current elevation?
Siri requires an internet connection.
Hey, take it easy. You know what's cool about this app on the iPhone, the altimeter, it doesn't need an internet connection. So this is where we're at right now. 5,412 feet. And we'll be climbing to 8,400 feet on this road, guys. That's the only thing about this road. This is my favorite one of all the three that are on the front, because there's not many big cliffs to fall off. The speed limit's 55 the whole way. I guess it is on the other ones too, but this one just feels more safe. And this is the one that I would send, you know, my own mom up. This is the one that I tell her to, you know, drive up. Because I just want her to be as safe as possible. Alright, Brights, baby. Oh yeah, look at how pretty that is. I'll try and shut up so we can have a winter wonderland for a while. To get some snow. When we started driving up the mountain, there was just clear skies. Now it's snowing. How cool is that? We drove through a snowstorm on the other side on the way down, and we're driving through a snowstorm on the way up. I know it's not like, you know, you guys are like, oh, it's the same little mountain range, dude. Of course. But the weather's different on both sides of the mountain, significantly, even though it's a small mountain range. I think I'd like to stay in that motel to the left right there. I think attached to the restaurant they have a motel. So look, now that we're in Angeles Oaks, and this place nearly got burned to the ground. Very close. We just drove through a bunch of burn area, but obviously you can't tell now. Alright, the speed limit is going to watch for snow, slippery. What? 32 degrees. Alright, so this is where the road's going to start getting pretty treacherous. The rest of the way. But I like this stuff. I enjoy this. When I first got my license, or when I'd ride up here with other people as a youngster, no, I didn't like this at all. Not at all. I'll never forget my perception of the mountains as a kid. When I was finally going to get to go to Big Bear, I was 11 years old. Born and raised in Newport Beach, but it took us 11 years to get up here. For me, my mom got a vacation place in Lake Arrowhead, and so we would stay there when we would do our wintertime stuff. Turn's kind of gnars, but we gripped like a champ. see how I'm driving. Now that we have a blind turn, I'm going to get back in my lane, of course. But other than that, I'm going to try to avoid the big, deep, little areas of snow that tires tend to pile up on each other because everyone's following each other, so it just piles the snow right next to it. Oh, see, now I got to be careful right here. I bet we get into the mid-20s before we get back down to Big Bear. It's 31 right now, but we're going to be climbing a couple thousand more feet before we start heading back down. So yeah, that's the problem with this route that I was trying to say, is that it climbs so high that you can get a lot more snow. You can see lights coming from far away. No more snow. It's not snowing anymore. I can see a bunch of stars above us. Stars are beautiful. You guys wouldn't be able to see them in the GoPro, I don't think. They're beautiful. Oh, slow down, Nick. Come on, dude. Don't do that. Okay, good. Maintain. Look around the corner. There's nothing coming. Nothing coming. Who's going to be driving this at 10 at night, right? Not many people. You know what was nice about getting down the hill though? I was getting a huge buildup of snow and ice in between my tires and my wheel wells. And that always causes damage. Wow, look at all these stars, man. Not a cloud in sight. It's crazy. And then watch, when we get back up near town, it'll be snowing again. Maybe. I know we got more coming in tomorrow. Hey Siri, what's the current elevation?
It appears you're at 5,992 feet.
It appears that way, huh? Alright, smarty pants. You just have all the answers, don't you? Okay guys, this is getting a little treacherous. 30 degrees. Look at all this black ice. Man. Man. I hope there's no car coming around this corner. I want to take part of his lane. Look through the corner. Nothing coming. Okay. Look deeper through the corner. Nothing coming. I said 26, but I think we could get lower than 25. Maybe get down to 23 before we start heading back down. That'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, he has to drive slow because of chains. I hope he doesn't feel like I'm rushing him because I'm trying not to. Oh, what is this? I hope we got an accident, guys. Oh, shiznit. Just go. Make sure that... Do they have cell phone service? Let me see if my phone... You guys okay?
Yeah, we're just waiting for a tow truck.
Okay.
All right,
All right, guys. Nice. That was cool that guy let us over. But I'm glad those guys were okay. That's cool. He and his wife, it looked like, that's unfortunate, man, to get in a little accident like that. Man, I feel bad for them. Still 30 degrees. Getting a little cold in the car though. To a tree, but it didn't look like there was too much speed involved. But it looks like they're just stuck there, and I'm thinking they're still in the vehicle. I probably should have checked, but as I said, it didn't look like. Yeah, I'm on Highway 38, probably about 3 or 4 miles past Angeles Oaks, heading up to Big Bear, and it was on the south, or the side that's heading down the mountain. Yes, a 4-door sedan. I appreciate it. Absolutely, and you guys stay safe as well. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Oh, now I'm not paying attention to the road as I'm speeding through here. 29 degrees though. Let's get the Winter Wonderland going here. After Thanksgiving, once XM Radio has like all the Christmas stations going, we'll do during a big snowstorm a whole drive around the complete mountain. And I promise I won't talk at all. We'll just listen to like Bing Crosby, and just all the best Christmas stuff out there. His name. The time for us is to see. I can't remember his name. Johnny Mathis. Up to Big Bear. It's 28 degrees. But we need to get up to Big Bear. Because this battery is going to die. But once we get back into like Big Bear City and you guys are back in town, then I won't need the battery power anymore. So that's good because I can turn it off then. I just wanted you guys to see what it's like when you're leaving town and coming into town from the two most popular ways, coming and going. Right now, that would suck. I knew I should have brought a third battery. I was going to, but we truly might not need this third battery per se. Hey Siri, what's the elevation? I know my exhaust is annoying. Luke Fortune, you're awesome, bro. I'm telling you. Luke sent a $40 Venmo donation earlier today. Dude, you guys are so helpful, man. I'm telling you, I've been going through like the most stress that I've ever been through, the most emotional pain that I've ever been through my whole life. And you guys have been there for like, it's just crazy. Like, especially like Mel and Connie, Gabriel, and Gabriel, like all of you have just totally freaking been there. And I really appreciate it. Hey Siri, what's the current elevation?
Looks like you're at 6,569 feet.
All right, so 300 feet higher will be exactly at the elevation of my house. I'm at like 6,880 about. And then, yeah. After these little left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, you begin the long stretch of the straightaways and the 3 passing lanes. Once you get to the 3rd one, that's on its summit. 8,443 feet. That is the highest road, the highest like big highway in elevation, I think, in Southern California. This part's pretty treacherous through here. But yeah, after we get down to the bottom through here, we start climbing about, because we're going to get back down to about 6,300 feet, 6,200 feet. I see a car up ahead of us. I see taillights. Man. I wanted to be the only one out here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You can't see anything. That's the beauty of it. I'm driving by Braille. You gotta be careful in turns on that stuff right there. You basically don't want to drive on any lines or anything except for the road itself. No shoulders, anything, when we have this type of weather. And I used to wish for this weather down in Newport Beach. It snowed one time. We were in, long story short, we would have, because I went to a private school called Carden Hall. And Mondays and Fridays we'd have an assembly, and the principal, he would address the school every Monday and Friday. And the Monday before our Friday Christmas program and then our Christmas break, and I was in 4th grade, and I didn't know about weather and this and that, but like I always just loved the snow and was so fascinated with it because I had never seen it, but all my little friends had gone to like Salt Lake City with their family and Park City or this and that. So I just always loved the snow, but I had never seen it. And he was saying, let's pray for snow, but I knew enough that it doesn't snow down there in Newport Beach. You know, it snows up here. And so I thought he was joking, but we did have an extremely cold system come through, and while we're in class, like preparing for the Christmas program, all you hear is just a bunch of parents right outside the parking lot, like screaming, like, "Oh my gosh, it's snowing, it's snowing!" And I mean, these were humongous snowflakes too. These were giant snowflakes. It was awesome. It lasted maybe 10-15 minutes, but still, to like actually see snow falling from the sky. Now, I've seen it hail probably 20 times, 15-20 times down there in my whole life. But hail's associated with thunderstorms, and it's the updraft that creates the hail, because it just recirculates that moisture and that very powerful updraft until it just keeps on gathering ice. The higher up it gets sucked up, and it keeps falling, and it keeps getting sucked back up and gathering more ice and layering itself more and more until it gets to a point where it's too heavy for the updraft, and then it falls to the earth. So the stronger the updraft, the bigger hail you're gonna get, because it's gonna keep on just, you know, dropping it, sucking it back up, dropping it, sucking it back up until it just can't play that game anymore. Anyway, let's try to be quiet. Passing lane, so let me just kind of get on it a little bit to catch up. It's 28 degrees, so I do need to be a little bit careful on the road here. This first passing lane, oh, look at this guy, super cool, man. Give him the old honk and the first passing lane here is decent size, but if you have a few big trucks that you're following, you better start gunning it. And then the second passing lane that we'll come up to shortly is so short, it's not fair. It's just not fair. On my Harley, it doesn't have to be even a passing lane, but with this thing it does, unfortunately. So this is the first one. This is 2 lanes on this side of the road. Driving obviously in the middle. So it's 28 degrees. I'm hoping by the time we get to Onyx Summit it'll be 24. Almost felt like we were hydroplaning for a moment. But I was tripping. Guys, that green sign. Let's get 27 degrees here. Come on. All right, it's not. It's now 27 degrees, right when we passed the sign, right when I said it. Sweet. The broken clock's right twice a day. We should start dropping pretty rapidly. Well, I mean, not rapidly, but yeah, I'm hoping we get down to 24 by the time we get to the top of Onyx Summit. Which that's showing them your brights, and then you turn them off so they know that, and then they don't turn off their brights. I just, oh man. 26 degrees. We'll keep this video on as long as it'll go. It's probably going to get down a few more degrees. Inches during the day. Nice. It's going to be 8 at nighttime and 28 during the day for a high. It's only going to be 4 degrees warmer than it is right now for a high temperature in Big Bear tomorrow. 28 degrees for a high. That's awesome. We're going to hit 22 degrees before we get to the top here. Oh shit. Oh, it looked like he was sliding out. I was like, if the plow's sliding out, we're in trouble. And we are at 8,000 feet elevation. Look to the right, that green sign right there, 8,000 feet. And we will summit in 443 more feet. And we should get another 2 degrees out of that. 22. We're at 22 degrees. If we hit the teens, I'll take the camera off so you can see. If I drive a little slower, that might happen. Hopefully up at Onyx Summit right here around the corner we'll hit 20. Oh shoot, don't take this turn so fast, you idiot. I'll take the camera down anyway just so you can see. No, it's not a big deal, but we're almost to the Onyx Summit here. A few hundred more yards. Oh, and it climbed back up to 22. How dare you? How dare you? Alright, well, now it's 21 again. Let's see if we can get any lower than that. Nope, 22. We're at the summit right now. We might hit a little patch of cold air on the way down here, but sometimes we hit some really big warm air patches on the way down. So we're at 8,443 feet, guys. That is Onyx Summit. Roll this damn window because it is cold, cold, cold. Turns a little bit fast. Do not hit your brakes in the turn. Just tap your brakes. Tap them. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, taparoo. 24 degrees. It just went from 22 to 24. Just no respect for number 23. Okay, so it's clear skies over here. I'll bet you when we get back to my house, we might have a couple snowflakes coming down. That's just how it is out here, man. There's obviously snow up here, good amount, because we're right up against the mountain. And these are the hills, you know, driving back into town. But once we get back into town and over by Baldwin, you'll see it's not quite as much. It's probably about the same amount they have here. gosh, it looks really, oh no, those are trees. I thought those were clouds way out. Oh wait, no, that is clouds way out in the distance. So I could be right. It's clear skies right now, folks. But you can see clouds straight ahead. Kind of far away, but definitely in the realm of my house. Oh. Rebel and how clear it is right here. I mean, you look to the right, everywhere there's just not a cloud in the sky. Once we head back into town, because I can see them, like, it's cool looking at the Big Bear Snow Rule from this angle, because you can see the clouds like just completely dissipated over Baldwin, but to the left you can see, or it looks like clouds. So interesting up here, man. 28 degrees. Told you hit some good warm passes driving down here. Driving down this part, but then like towards the bottom you'll hit some really cold parts. Look at that, that's really cool. I love that. They're like snow-nados. That is so cool, man. Just crystal clear skies, but then you see those clouds. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it all in that direction, just over the trees. It looks like fog, but it's definitely clouds. I'd be excited if we had a little bit of snow for me to crash out soon. guys coming up Highway 38. Obviously, you'll go a lot slower than I did. But you see how I had zero trouble. Nothing. Knock on wood. Because we're not done yet. It's still November 7th, 2020. 10:53 p.m. We are about to enter Big Bear City, California. 7,000 feet elevation. We're at about 7,300 feet right now. We're at about 7,200 feet actually. God, these roads are just caked with ice and snow. Oh, look at this guy. This is the chain guy, making sure that people on that side have chains. Leaving town. Yeah, that would, yeah. I'm not running that chain stop. I'm not supposed to stop. They are on the other side. That wouldn't make sense, huh, if they stop you at the bottom of the hill and then stop you at the top. So we're back at 27 degrees. You guys see those clouds building? So once we get down here at the very end, we're going to make a left and head that direction. Chains, you gotta go about 25 the whole time, which is fine because that's, you know, that's I know a lot of people tend to go faster than the speed limit because they get nervous about what other people are thinking driving and they don't want to hold them up and stuff. But when you have chains, it makes it easier because people know that you can't be driving fast with them on, so they can't get too mad at you. And this is a highway patrol right here. Oh yeah. Right in front of us. Highway patrol. He probably just came from the checkpoint. So we're just about to enter some clouds now. Can you believe how fast that was? flurries. What is going on? See, I told you guys, how weird is that? It was just totally clear skies like 3 minutes ago. You couldn't see any clouds. It gets really windy right there because there's just an open path all the way across the lake right through there. Nothing to block the wind. So hopefully we'll see some good blowing snow over there.